their hatred manifest into ugly entities that was attacking me when I was in sleep paralysis. But because I was protected and because my ancestors had my back, they ain't did they ain't understand that I'm a real one. You can't really with a real one, so and they ain't understand that. So hi my angel fairies, I hope you guys are having an amazing abundant day. So in today's video we're going to be talking about questions you guys want me to answer for you. So this is going to be a spiritual Q&A. I'm going to answer any questions you guys had for me. I asked you guys over on Twitter and on here what questions did you have and what did you want me to answer for you. You guys gave me those questions and now I am going to answer them. I hope you guys enjoy this video and get something out of it. But before we jump into the video, let me introduce myself. My name is Nadi. I am a witch and root worker who loves to create Black women as supernatural beings. So if that's something you're into, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to be notified whenever I post. So let's hop into the video. So the first question that I got asked was, how did you start your spiritual journey and how did you know it was right for you? So I started my journey around 2017, 2018. That was pretty much the lowest point of my life. I was just very fed up with literally everything. I was tired of feeling sad. I was tired of feeling depressed. I was tired of feeling like I was not enough. So I started to get into manifestation. I was like, I'm ready to create my desired reality. And that's when I saw manifestation and law of attraction. And that's when I came in contact with those ideals and those beliefs. And I really resonated with it. So I started to research a little bit more about manifesting because I was like, you can create your desired reality. How can you do this? So I wanted to change literally everything about myself and just to be happier and healthier. So that's where I started. I started with manifestation, and just from there I just took off and was having a fun time. And I'm pretty glad I took that leap and just started this journey, because to start, all you just have to say is I had enough of whatever is going on in your life. I had enough, and that's basically it. I just had enough of all the bullshit, of all the depression, the sadness, the anger, the pain, the toxic mess that I was in. So I decided to change myself for the better. And from there, it was just history. I knew it was right for me because I just trusted my intuition and just allow myself to follow that inkling that I had within myself that said, you need to be better, you can have a better life. And I was just encouraging myself. So that's how I knew that this was right for me. It just felt right in your spirit and in my soul. It just felt like I needed to take this path. So I decided to take this path. And that's how you know it was right for you. If you're thinking about, is this path right for me? If you feel it in your heart and in your soul, despite whatever else is going on, you know it's right for you. So the next question I had was tips on how to manifest success in your future career. So manifesting is nothing without you taking inspired action. So yes, ask the universe or ask spirit for what you want, but you have to take inspired action in the direction of your goals. So sit down with yourself and write out some things that you can take action on right now in your career to propel you forward. So say if you're trying to start an art business and you want to sell prints, how can you sell prints? Well, first you can start researching on how you can sell those prints. You can start researching prices, a website, different type of printing materials. Start from there, and now you're taking inspired action in order to cultivate success. Okay, so that is my tip on how to manifest success in your career. You have to take inspired action, and you have to sit down and ask yourself, how will I go about this in order to bring about this success and to bring about this abundance that I want to see. So the next question you guys have for me is, what are some tips for when your vibration is low? And my tips for when your vibration is low is to connect with your inner child and connect with things that make you happy. Not only that, to journal out your feelings and honor them and figure out why you're feeling this way, and just, you know, sit with that emotion, but don't allow it to overtake you and don't allow yourself to stay in that emotion. So first, journal it out, write why you feel this way. Just get out all that emotion or low vibrational energy that you do not want. And once you do that, you understand why, and this feels so good to release it out, especially if you're writing it or if you're telling someone about it or if you're doing a voice memo. Make sure you get those emotions out on paper or something so you don't hold on to those feelings, because holding on to those feelings isn't healthy. You're just, you know, piling more onto you. So make sure first and foremost that you release those low vibrational energy. After you journaled and released or did a voice memo, next thing you want to do is connect with things that make you happy. I'll watch some anime, I'll watch some of my favorite shows, I'll do some dancing to my favorite music or listen to my favorite music. I'll watch things that make me basically happy or do things that makes me happy, and that just brings up my vibrational energy. Or I would think about things that I'm manifesting or have manifested in that moment, and that just brings me even more happiness and success as well. So those are my main tips for when you are trying to get out of a low vibrational state and you don't want to stay in that state. And I hope it helps. So the next question you guys had for me was, how do you know what to do next on your spiritual journey, or how do you navigate it? So basically, you trust your intuition. So on this journey, whenever I knew I needed to take a step further down this path, I trusted my intuition. Your spirit will let you know what you need to do. So, ooh, it's a red dragonfly, y'all. That shit was beautiful. Anyway, your intuition will tell you where you need to go down your spiritual path. So after manifestation, I started to learn about witchcraft and hoodoo, because that's where I was being drawn towards, if that makes sense. So I started to meditate, I started to do protection spells. I started to work with tarot, because that's where my intuition and that's where my spirit and my guides were leading me towards. So trust your intuition on what path you need to take. So if you finish something and you're ready to take a next step, trust your intuition on where you need to go. So the next question you guys had for me was how to deal with the guilt of putting yourself first when you're on your journey. So when I was starting my journey, I didn't really talk to those around me. I only had friends, and those are the only people I talked to. But like my family, I didn't really mess with that too well, so it wasn't really guilty for me to just put myself first, because I knew that they were the source. I knew that they were the source of my pain and my misery. So it really was no problem for me to just, it was really no problem for me to just put them aside and put myself first, because I know if I didn't, I would be stuck in that toxic cycle forever. So, an orange butterfly, I just saw an orange butterfly. Holy shit. Okay, I'm done. But so what I recommend to you is, on this journey, you're gonna have to put yourself first. You're gonna have to be selfish, because this is what this journey is about. It's about putting yourself first and doing the work to take you towards your highest good. So you're going to have to push through those feelings and set boundaries and just remind yourself, okay, I have to do this because I want to get to a certain place and they do not want to come along with me. I have to do this journey alone. Now, it may be lonely, you may feel sad, and you may feel pain, you may feel guilt, and that's perfectly normal. Feel those feelings and allow yourself to release those feelings when you feel them. So know that it's not an easy journey to be on, but you have to do it. You have to move forward, and you have to go forward, because if you don't, you're going to stay stuck where you are, and I doubt you want to stay there. So you have to make sure you do what's best for you and be selfish. And I understand, because a lot of people don't know how to be selfish, because we were raised to just, put others before ourselves, especially when those people do not do the same. So you have to be the one to want more for yourself and to want more for your higher self in order to be better and greater and just have abundance of success coming to you and just to be happy and healthy. So if your family is hindering you from that, you have to let them go. And it can take as many times as you need it to for them to let you go. It took me about 5 times. But eventually I let them go. And since I've done that, I have been in such a happy and healthier place than where I was beforehand. So I highly recommend that you stay firm with yourself and set boundaries and be disciplined, because that's the only way you're going to move forward on your path. Okay, so have those feelings, feel that guilt. It's going to feel that way, and that's totally normal. But as you feel those things, release them and allow yourself to heal from those feelings while continuing on your path, okay? Because the end goal is for you to be great, for you to be happy, to be healthy, to be your highest self. Everything you are doing right now is to bring you to your highest good. It's for your highest good. And if your family or if your friends aren't bringing that into you, you have to let them go. And you have to realize that it is okay to let them go, okay? So the next question you guys have for me, is it safe to practice ancestral work when you are in a family of devout Christians? And my answer for that is, it depends on your family. So if you are a sneaky little bitch, go for it. But I don't really associate with my family, so it's very easy for me to do ancestral practice, and plus I don't use a lot of tools to give myself off. I pretty much do it within and using my own power. But I highly recommend, if your family is like very like they don't play around with that stuff, do not do so. What you can do is do some meditation and talk to them, or do some journaling. But those are the only two things I recommend to connect with your ancestors. And if you want a video on how to connect with your ancestors, I'm going to put it right here or right here. I forgot which tab, but I'm going to put it right here so you guys can check out that video, because it do have some tips on how you connect with your ancestors without using any tools. But yeah, if your family don't play that, and you know that they will go to extreme lengths because they don't play that, do not risk that. Think about your safety first and foremost. But if you know your family don't really care, I mean, they ain't gonna do nothing. Just do a little something. Just do some meditation, journaling, and just talking to them. That's pretty much enough for right now for you to connect with your ancestors, because all you need is yourself. You're a big spiritual fucking tool. All you need is yourself. You are the power. You are the vessel. So yeah, just be very careful. Depends on how your family is with those things, and make sure you practice safety. Okay, I don't want you guys getting hurt or getting kicked out or any of those things because you decide to connect with your ancestors. Okay, so you guys asked me, what are some journal topic ideas and how do you stay motivated every day to write? Me personally, it's just become a ritual for me. I just wake up and I just start writing, because I decided to write out 3 things I want to manifest for the day, and then some journaling, some affirmations. Now, some days I don't feel like journaling, and I don't, but it's usually like 2 or 3 days or just 1 day, and I just don't journal if I don't have the motivation to do so. But it's become such a ritual for me that I do journal every single day, because it really takes nothing to do so. My thing is, I don't really have topics to journal on. I just journal out my feelings. So whatever I'm thinking in that moment, hi butterfly, I put it out onto paper. So I highly recommend just writing some positive affirmations for yourself, doing some manifestations, and I'm gonna put a link up to a video of journaling prompts and how I personally journal. So if you guys want to go more in depth about that, you can definitely go to that video. But yeah, I'm gonna put some prompts on the screen here so you guys can get started in doing so. Hey bitch, where you at? There it is. Butterflies freaking love me. They might as well be my familiars. But yeah, so I hope that helps. Just journal out your feelings, journal out some positive affirmations, and if you want to manifest 3 simple things for the day to get you started on manifestation and to get you like familiar with manifestation. So that is how I journal, and that is how I journal every single day. I get the motivation from, I just like to journal out my feelings, you know? It's just something that comes natural to me, and if I don't feel like journaling that day, I just don't. I probably journal at night, or I just journal the next day, okay? You don't have to be very disciplined, but it is a very nice and useful tool to just get your thoughts out on paper, so you're just not bombarded with thoughts and they have nowhere to go. So the next question you guys asked me was sorry y'all, I'm scared of this wall. So the next question you guys asked me was how to create a vision board, and my recommendation for that is you can either use Pinterest, you can either use a poster and you can print out prints, or you can make a wallpaper and make a little collage of it. Me personally, I'm using Pinterest. So basically you write out, or you think about what you want to manifest in that moment, and in the middle you can put like this is what I want to manifest for the year 2020, or however you want to do that. Then you pick out pictures so you can visualize exactly what you want, and be as specific as possible when you're putting out this vision board, and you can just tailor it to you. So if you want to put little sparkles on it to make it look fun to look at, do that. If you want to make it a certain theme and color, do that. But that's basically how the basics of creating a vision board is. Very super easy. If you guys want me to create a whole video about a vision board, just like this video and I definitely do so. So yeah, basically think about what you want to manifest, find pictures of exactly what you want to manifest, and then put those things on like a poster, or you can make a Pinterest board of it, or you can make that Pinterest a collage of it and set it as your phone wallpaper, so every time you open it you see what you want to visualize. Super easy. That's how you create a vision board. So the next question you guys have for me is it possible to connect with low vibrational beings? And the question is, yes, you can connect with low vibrational beings depending on how your protection is. So me personally, I never really be in contact with low vibrational beings. The only time I ever had like low vibrational beings come to me was when my family, after like a big ass argument, where I was just bombarded with hatred and evil eye. Their hatred manifests into ugly ass entities that was attacking me when I was in sleep paralysis. But because I was protected and because my ancestors had my back, they ain't did shit. They ain't understand that I'm a real one. You can't really fuck with a real one, so, and they ain't understand that, so they got fucked up. But yeah, just make sure your protection is a freaking one. Make sure your ancestors, or actually your ancestors, will protect you, so you will be good on that front. That is why I don't really come in contact with low vibrational energies that much, or low vibrational entities that much, is because one thing I'm super huge on is protection of the spirit, mind, and body, like point blank period. Especially where I'm living at, I have to be A1 with my protection game. So, and because I connect with my ancestors and my guides, they protect me as well and protect me from any entities that try to come and fuck with me. So make sure your protection is up so those entities won't come and like try to take you over or try to hurt you. And that's pretty much what I recommend. But yeah, don't be afraid about taking this path because of those entities, because you won't really come in contact with them if your protection is A1, or if you know what you're doing and you're not trying to dabble in stuff that you're not supposed to be dabbling in. If you're safe, protected, and you're knowledgeable, you'll be good. So next question you guys had for me was how to meditate, and can you meditate lying down? Yes, you can meditate lying down. I do so every single morning. I'm too lazy to get up and just sit in the pose I'm supposed to sit. So I just lay down and meditate. So you can definitely do that. And if you want to learn how to meditate, I have a video up here that's going to be linked there, so you can meditate and learn how to do all of it. I go in depth about how many minutes you should do it, how you can do it, which chakras you work with, and I also have like a meditation playlist that I'm gonna link down below, which you can use as well. It's from Apple Music and YouTube. So basically, to meditate, all you have to do is sit down for 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes max, or 5 minutes if you're a beginner, you can't really sit that long. And just sit there and sit with your thoughts and listen to, if you want to, listen to music, or you can sit in silence and just take deep breaths and just connect with yourself and just allow your thoughts to run or allow them to come to you. Sometimes you get downloads from spirit, sometimes you just get random visions, random thoughts coming into your head. Just let them thoughts go on and do its thing. Sometimes you won't get any thoughts, and that's a good thing, because who needs thoughts? So yeah, that's how you can meditate. It's very, very simple. And if you want to learn a little bit more about it, the link is right there. Next question you guys have for me is how to open a third eye safely. This is how you can open it safely. Work on the rest of your chakras. Work on grounding yourself. Work on being secure in who you are, because if you open it and you're not ready to open it, you're gonna see shit and you're not gonna like it. You're gonna be scared. So make sure you are grounded first and foremost, and that's by working on every single chakra, especially your root chakra. And once you are prepared and you feel ready to open your third eye, you can do so. And I have like this frequency I use to open my third eye is going to be in a meditation playlist, but that's what I did, and that's how I connected with my ancestors. But make sure you are grounded first and foremost. That's pretty much what I gotta say, period. Like, if you're not grounded, you're not going to be prepared for the stuff that your third eye is going to show you when it's open. So I don't want you guys to be scared. So just don't do that. So just make sure you meditate, ground yourself, be secure in who you are. Don't have anxiety or fear or like doubt about anything too bad. Like, you can have it, but don't have it too bad. And then you can open your third eye safely. The next question you guys have for me was how to stay grounded with low vibrational family members. Let me help you out there. So the way you stay grounded is you cannot engage with their vibration. Now, they're going to want to bring you down to your level, because they're not going to like you rising higher and higher and just not engaging with them. So you have to be strong, and you have to not engage with whatever they got going on. So if they're trying to bring you into an argument, remember your place and remember what you want to do. Now, sometimes you may fail, and that's okay. Just remember to journal it out and acknowledge that you weren't supposed to be doing that, and then just come back to center. So I basically ignore what they have going on and what they do, and that just protects my energy and protects my space. And also I set boundaries as well. I don't allow them to cross those boundaries. So for you, set boundaries about what you don't want them to cross, and then enforce those boundaries so they don't cross it. Even if they want to, even if they try to push their way through, you stay secure in your boundaries. So those are my tips in how to deal with low vibrational family members. So the very last question to this very long video is, what did I wish I knew before starting my spiritual awakening journey? The number one thing I wish I knew was how hard it was going to be, as in how painful it may happen. So I didn't think it would be smooth sailing, but I didn't think I had to go through so many transformations and so much shedding of my skin in order to get where I am. And not that I'm not thankful for going through those things, but it is a lot. And sometimes it seems like you would not get to a happy place, or nothing would come about this, because like, why am I going through all this painful shit just to get better and get to a better place? But it's basically breaking down everything you knew so you can build a new foundation on what you want to be in life. So the one thing I wish I knew was that no matter how hard shit gets, you're still going to make it out on the end. Just keep going, and don't think this is like rock bottom, because you never really reach rock bottom, because that rock bottom is basically building you up for something better and something amazing that's coming your way. So if you guys are on this journey and you seem like nothing is going right, like everything is just so irritating, or it's just so painful, just keep going, because it's going to get better. Okay, it's just basically breaking down everything you knew and building up new foundations for you to set these beautiful blessings that are about to come to you upon and on. So yeah, that's what I wish I knew before I started my spiritual awakening or started my spiritual journey. And I hope you guys got some tips from that, because yeah, it's hard, it's very hard, it's very painful, but you're gonna come out amazing, you're gonna come out strong, and you're gonna be happy that you went through all that stuff, because you didn't know you had to go through that in order to be happy. So yeah, that's what I wish I knew. So yeah guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I hope you guys enjoy. I keep seeing the most beautiful butterflies, guys. That one was like gold and black, and it was so big. Spirit loud as hell through this whole video. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video and how it came out. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more from me and to see Black women as supernatural beings. My links are all in the description box if you want to see more from me. And make sure to have a beautiful, gorgeous, abundant day. Bye, loves.